चले
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to our channel Reading and Learning. Today we are reading Unit 3 of Merchant of Venice, The Young Lawyer. The Duke had to admit that the law did allow Shylock to refuse the money instead of Antonio's flesh. He liked Antonio but did not dare to treat him differently from any other citizen. The law said that anyone who makes an agreement must keep it. If Shylock insisted, Antonio would have to die. If Shylock insisted, Antonio would have to die. Shylock did insist. He thought to himself, at last I shall be able to treat Antonio in the way he deserves. I do not pity him at all. This proud merchant always hated me and made others hate me too. I will not forgive him. The Duke had already written to a famous lawyer asking him to come to Venice to advise him about this difficult problem. The man to whom he had written was Dr. Bilario, Portia's cousin, who had shown her how Antonio could be defended. As Shylock would not show any mercy to Antonio, the Duke decided to wait for Dr. Bilario. Perhaps this clever lawyer can find a way to save Antonio's life, he thought. Just as the Duke decided to do this, a clerk came in. He said he had brought a letter from Dr. Bilario.
चले
In this letter, Dr. Bilario wrote that he was ill and would not be able to come to the trial. However, he asked if a young lawyer friend of his could come instead. The Duke agreed to do as Dr. Bilario asked, and he invited the young lawyer to come in. The clerk who brought the letter for the Duke was really Nerissa, dressed as a man. The young lawyer was really Portia, who was dressed in the lawyer's clothes that Dr. Bilario had lent her. The Duke was surprised
चल
when he saw how young the lawyer was, but he asked him to defend Antonio. Portia turned to Shylock and asked him to show mercy to Antonio. Mercy, she said, reward not only the man who receives it, but also the man who gives it. We pray to God, hoping He will show us mercy, and we should show mercy to other people. But Shylock would not listen to her. I only ask to be paid what I am owed, he said. Can he pay back the money you lent him? Asked Portia.